evening, sunshines, and a very, very happy holiday season to all of you who celebrate. Also, if you're offended by Christmas references, this may or may not be the right live stream for you to watch. We are so happy to have you, and as usual, Adam is moderating the comments. We are...
And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat.
Oh yeah, also if you literally just want to talk about anything, please drop them in the chat. I am very, very excited to talk about and show you what we've been doing this week and actually most of this month and a little bit of last month on the School of All Trades, the craft school that we've been working on building for the last 5 years. Completion date May of 2020, and as you can see, we are right on schedule for opening the school. But this week, we have our friends Austin and Rachel from the Every Christmas Year project that fame, like we built the guitars with them.
Yep.
Our favorite couple friend that also makes things and for whatever reason can get non-maker Adam into the wood shop doing stuff. And that's my favorite thing about our friendship. But anyway, so we are literally raising the roof on the school right now. So I have a few visual aids to show you. Adam wanted me to show something, like to have a second camera and show you on the computer. I was like, that is way too complicated, too much technology. So I'm just going to show you pictures of my iPad. Oops, I can't, hold on.
Oh,
sorry, it's blocked.
There you go.
I'll show you pictures of my iPad. Okay, so oops, that's not the right way. You might accidentally see pictures of fluffy butts if you look at this. So we are going to raise the back roof of the school by a couple feet to add dormers, because 5 years into this project, I realized that having windows only on the front part of the school not only hinders anyone who's not 3 feet tall from walking in the back 5 feet of the school, it also hinders light and, you know, the other kinds of things that windows bring. So we wanted to add windows, and since we are about to start closing up the roof from the inside, we're so excited to be adding dormer windows, which will add a lot of, adding dormer windows. Oops, sorry, adding dormer windows, which will add square footage and light and coolness. And we are also working on plumbing this week. And sorry, this is a 3D rendering of what the bathroom that Rachel and I designed in Chief Architect is going to look like. And here I think is a video showing what the new dormer situation on the back of the school, sorry Adam, is going to look like.
No, it's fine, don't worry about me.
And then also a 3D rendering of the bathroom that we designed in Chief Architect. And funny story about Chief Architect, the program that made these renderings, one of my dad's best friends invented that program while I was in high school, and I actually used to use that program to create 3D renderings when I lived with that family for a little while. And fast forward 20 years, now I actually am using the program for something actually useful, and I would have never imagined way back then that I would actually be building things using the software, but it is so dang cool. Not sponsored, it's just like so fun. In fact, we actually have to pay for our subscription, so Chief Architect, if you're watching, we'd love to be sponsored. Maybe we can get my dad on that job. Anyway, Adam, are you capable of speaking? I've been talking a lot already.
I'm very capable of speaking. No, I mean, I think you're doing a great job.
I'm really excited about this, in case you can't tell. It feels really, really good to, after the hand injury, the pregnancy, the miscarriage, the recovery, and like lots of other missteps, to be back working with our hands again, to be making forward progress on something that's felt very discouraging for a lot of the time. Also, we did actually just release a video.
A school update,
A school update video on our YouTube channel. So if you want to go watch that after the live stream.
Yeah, no, I think it's really cool to see things move in. I know it's been a while since we've in earnest talked about the school, and that it's something that's been in the works for you for
a long, long time.
Long, long time. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool to see.
So Adam, you have your Christmas Guinness and your
yeah.
fancy new glassware. Adam and I, in case you haven't noticed, have really different hobbies and interests. And so it's always interesting to see what Adam gets really, really interested in. He, like me, also does really, really deep dives on the things that he's interested in. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about the glassware that I both canceled and reordered for you when I was mad at you.
Well, it's really not that interesting, except for, I get joy out of little things, and I go on deep dives, like whether it was the tiki hut that we built. Someday we'll do a tour of that.
Oh yeah, we should have a tiki themed live stream. Who wants to see Who wants to see a live stream from Adam's tiki hut?
I like that. That's a good idea.
Tell us in the comments.
Yes. Well, I vote, so.
Actually, yeah, well, even if you don't want it, it seems that it's probably coming since Adam's literally in charge of everything technology related. So
yeah.
If he wants it, it shall happen.
So one of these like random side quests I went on recently was getting the proper glassware for beer. And so I did that.
And so now
I have a Guinness in a Guinness glass.
And just to be clear, we were kind of in a fight when he first got into this hobby. And so I passive-aggressively canceled the order for 2 reasons. I actually didn't really fully understand why he was ordering them. And I have been making stuff on social media and doing marketing stuff for 12 years now. And so I did not want to be paying money for branded items to be appearing in my house and home, because unless the company was paying for like us to use them and show them and things like this, because this is like part of our business. Anyway, all that to say that this is also not sponsored by Guinness, but it is in fact sponsored by Duluth Trading Company, and we are so thankful that Duluth has been supporting us. I am dressed head to toe in Duluth clothing, which is actually the case all the time because I love their stuff. But last live stream, we had our donkeys open our Christmas presents for us.
It was a huge hit.
And in that video, my donkeys opened these overalls for me, and these were not actually created by Duluth for me specifically, but you would think that they would be because they are Christmas themed. And in case that's not somehow already obvious, I am absolutely obsessed with Christmas. Adam told me earlier that I looked like one of the ELFS
elves
from the Santa Claus, and I took that as a huge compliment.
Yeah, you look like you're like going to do some backflips. And
Maybe I will. Anyway, these are awesome for so many reasons, but they have alpacas on them. They are Christmas themed. And if that weren't enough, my Duluth sweater that I'm wearing is also alpaca fiber, which is hypoallergenic, allergy proof, and water repellent. And also for the neurodivergent among us, who have sensory issues, alpaca fiber is not nearly as obnoxious to our skin as wool. So, and last time too, the donkeys opened the alpaca sweater for my mom that we got, and she has literally worn it every single day.
It's true.
Since then, and it's really soft, and it really is amazing for me because now when she gives me hugs or sits next to me on the couch, it no longer bothers me as much as her wool sweater did. So that was great. That's great all around. Also, I opened these moccasins, Duluth, in that live stream, and I have also worn those every day since then because they are so comfy and so warm.
And so I think we're going to do that again.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Oh, yes. So the
we'll,
donkeys are coming
we'll have
back
the donkeys
in.
back in. And why don't you talk about the giveaway?
And we will be giving away some Duluth gift cards. So make sure you stay tuned and to hear the announcement of the giveaway. And in between now and the time we actually do give those things away, if you would like to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is tell us something that you want from Duluth, and Adam, who's moderating the comments, will pick, oh, Mom, come in. Adam will pick someone from the comments
One sec.
two someone's from the comments to be the recipient of the gift cards. Mom of all trades just showed up with. Wait, did she go the other way?
Yeah, because she was blocked.
Oh, because of your light.
There's a light here, and it's like blocking the door.
And also blocking any of your skin pigment that might otherwise be there. Why do these balloons keep showing up on screen?
I think people are.
Oh, is it like comments or something?
Probably.
Oh. I know nothing about technology, but for some reason balloons keep popping up on the screen. Maybe because I'm being very animated because I'm really excited.
Here we go.
For many reasons. Also because Mom of all trades just showed up with Christmas cookies. So this is great. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Merry Christmas.
It's raining really hard outside, so actually she's even more of a hero for bringing us Christmas cookies in this economy, in this weather.
Yeah, wow, look at that.
So, oh my Lanta. Great.
There we go.
Also, I think this is probably the time that we have to invite the donkeys in. Oh, what do you have
Look
there?
what I got in the mail today.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, if it isn't
Look at this.
yours
Homesteading
truly.
Magazine with Anne of all trades, making life harder with purpose.
Adam wanted me to call this article Making Life Harder on Purpose because he often accuses me of doing that. But actually, the article that I wrote in this magazine, which landed the cover, which I was really proud of.
Very proud of you, Annie.
Thank you. It's about the journey into homesteading and why we do what we do and why I would.
I'm not going to brag, but she is a very good writer.
Thank you.
And she did a very good job. This is what is this, like cover number 7 or something for you?
Not on this magazine, but like maybe overall, yeah.
But
Pretty great.
moms, they can bring it down and they can brag because it's a really cool article. It's beautiful pictures. There's some more pictures on the inside. It's really great. And I love the Homesteading Monthly magazine anyway.
That's
and
true.
They're actually doing a kickoff with a lot of things, and so it's just really a fun way. If you don't know a lot about homesteading, it's a great way to get started.
Well, shoot. Thanks for the plug.
So there's your magazine.
There it is.
And you can save these for when the donkeys come. They'll probably want to eat them all.
I mean, you can invite the donkeys if you want.
they do.
We're ready for them.
We'll make room.
While Mom's getting the donkeys, I want to talk about
Right out there. They're going to be really wet.
Well,
Do we care?
that's okay.
I think we've already teased it.
Yeah, we've already teased it enough that like
think
we
it's
really
gonna
have
happen.
to make it happen. While the donkeys are coming in, I might have to call them really quick.
Okay.
Howdy, Bella, come on,
It
buddies.
is like pouring out there.
It is raining really hard.
Like,
Well-
your mom is such a trooper.
I mean, in case you didn't already know it, Mom of all trades is the biggest trooper in the world always for every reason. I mean, she put up with me for 15 years before I left home, so like she definitely earns all the gold stars for that.
So I'm already seeing some Duluth like call outs for stuff that people like. And
Amazing.
So if you guys want to enter in for a Duluth gift card, keep dropping more stuff like that in the comments and we'll pick from a few later on.
Perfect.
And then we'll get your email and send you a gift card.
Similarly, we have also another gift card giveaway coming from our very favorite other sponsor of our podcast / live stream or whatever this is, Redmond Minerals. And I'm currently drinking the new Kids Relight Pink Lemonade. This is a hydration thing. And here's a funny story about me. I did not grow up drinking water. In fact, when I was in high school, I had a situation where I was like dangerously medically dehydrated and they asked me when the last time I'd had water was. And I was like, what is that supposed to mean? I don't drink water. Well, as an adult, I've tried really hard to develop the habit of drinking water and I've never been successful until I started drinking Redmond Relight, which is a hydration thing and it makes water, which tastes awful, taste delicious.
It does. It tastes good.
And so I have never been more hydrated in my entire life, and I have Redmond to thank. But even more exciting than just the Relight in general is that they just came out with Redmond Relight Kids, which is even better for you. I mean, you can always trust Redmond to have all the best ingredients anyway, but somehow they made it even healthier and even more excited, and specifically for kids. And since I am a perpetual child, I figured it was great. And the
She
kids
drinks the kids ones like now almost all the time.
Yeah, that's literally exclusively what I drink now. But
And then I get the
he's
the adult
drinking
ones.
the adult ones. Well, listen, they
But I
taste
love
really
them.
good.
I drink them every day. It's great.
Yeah. Well, you also drink the you do the like workout ones, right? Adam's
Yeah.
Oh, Adam. We are very proud of Adam right now. It sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but I seriously am. Adam had injured his back earlier this year, and he was like, I need to make a big life change. I need to start like doing exercises and physical therapy and make sure that I don't. Oh my gosh, Mom, you are soaked.
Oh my
Anyway, he started doing all this physical therapy and stuff to recover from his back injury, and he has since recovered.
And they're sopping wet.
It's okay, whatever. It's a concrete floor. He's since recovered. He just did we'll talk more about Adam's fitness routine in a little while, because this is going to be way too distracting.
There's
Mom has brought in the donkeys, which if you didn't see our last live stream and you find yourself concerned about the marshmallow toasting on the side of the donkeys that you may or may not see, 5 minutes prior to our last live stream, my donkeys caught themselves on fire. They are fine, but they gave themselves a little unintentional haircut, and our last live stream was also brought to us by the smell of a awful hair salon, because these guys had burnt hair and it was the worst. We've invited the donkeys, in case it was unclear, because I feel like we've been a little chaotic with every introduction so far.
We're kind of jumping all over the place.
We invited the donkeys to this live stream because Adam actually ordered me a couple more items from Duluth, and Mom, come on in.
Yeah, come on in.
He also ordered a couple more items for Mom, since she loved her alpaca sweater so much. And so we invited the donkeys, since that was such a hit last time, to open some more Christmas presents. And as soon as they're finished licking all their chaff hay up off of the floor,
There we go.
I'm sure, oh, well, maybe even before that, they will open the presents for us.
He was
and we
moving
can
the
see
box
what's
out of the way to eat the chaff.
Oh, of course he was. It's
There's
okay.
like
They'll
there's
get
a
to it.
hierarchy. There's chaff hay, regular hay, cardboard boxes.
Yeah, chaff hay, regular hay, then recycling. They are so passionate, these donkeys, about recycling.
There goes.
And that's actually, in fact, why we have them help us break down all of our boxes. Adam really loves online shopping, so there tends to be a lot of boxes around at all times. But in that,
Does he have tape?
no, he doesn't.
Okay.
The one thing we are always very concerned
Ooh.
about is letting. Oh, Mom, there's one of your gifts right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Here we go.
So this is a Christmas shirt for Mom of All Trades.
Wow.
It's the flannel folklore. I have a matching one, and so we're going to take some Christmas pictures together wearing these shirts. Back to the boxes for the donkeys, though. We are very careful not to let the donkeys eat tape or colored papers, but the rest of cardboard is fine for them because it's actually empty calories,
Oh my gosh.
which is pretty good for them because donkeys get fat breathing air.
That's fine.
And yeah, that's totally fine. So as long as it doesn't have a lot of ink or tape, we're good. I don't want to ruin my own surprise, but I actually know what that one is on the floor. That is, we talk about how much I love these overalls all the time, but what you may or may not know is that I have a fairly serious circulation disorder. So in the wintertime, I get very, very cold very easily.
Trying to eat the shirt.
Sorry.
Howdy wanted to help her open her shirt even more. Anyway, Duluth just came out with, well, they may or may not have just come out with him, but either way, we have just become aware of the fact that they make lined, aka thick overalls, and I am so deeply excited because they're so soft on the inside, and they're stretchy but durable, and even cooler, especially right now we're working on the school, they have these little slit in the kneecaps, which allows me to stick knee pads up in them. And because I'm so small, no contractor grade knee pads ever fit me, like around my legs. They just fall right off. And so being able to stick the knee pads up in the pant leg is made it so that I can actually have knee pads that fit, which is really great because we've been working on the floor upstairs in the school, and kneeling on like a hard concrete floor without knee pads is really painful. So thank you, donkeys. Thank you, Adam, for this.
Yeah.
I did get you also a new hat.
I got some new hats.
2 new hats,
I
actually.
love my Duluth hats.
Adam wears his Duluth hats all the time. Also, wait, can you please just come down to our level really quick so we can talk about the hat that you're currently wearing?
This one.
Get a nice close look at Adam's hat, because Adam asked me if I had a Santa hat he could borrow for this live stream, and I was like, I sure do. What you may or may not be able to see in this live stream is the fact that there is glitter all over the hat, and it says princess on it, and Princess Adam is so pleased to be wearing his Princess Santa hat. You can turn it back around if you want.
We'll just go with it.
Oh, okay, good. Well, anyway. Oh, Mom's, wow, you're even putting your shirt on. Modeling her shirt. I also...
Don't give my coat a chance to dry.
Yeah, well, why don't you just stay down here and hang out with us all while it's still rainy? Because while I am very excited to have my Christmas cookies, we're also very excited just to have you in our midst.
Yes. Let me just catch up on a few super chats. Thank you to Jeff Moss.
Oh, Moss Man. Hey, buddy. How are you? My fellow Ohioan friends are here, Rachel and Austin, who...
keep going.
Anyway, they say hello.
They say hello. Thank you to Sierra Schwab.
Oh, no way!
Says,
hey!
Happy late Christmas and happy 2025. I love the Christmas Duluth overalls. I want those overalls.
I mean, they are pretty snazzy, let me just say. Can't really go wrong with alpacas, Christmas, or Duluth.
Oh, and then a very generous super chat from Allie3613.
Thank you so much.
$50, wow.
Whoa. That is excessive, and thank you so much. That's so kind of you.
Thank you to everybody for that.
All of the super chats in all of the live streams go towards the building of the school, so we always appreciate the support. I'm really excited too, because since we decided to do the raised roof and add the dormers, we're going to have a fairly large window bill coming up. But Quaker Windows, which is actually I think manufactured in Kentucky, gave us a really awesome discount last time and didn't even want a mention or a shout out or anything else, literally just because they wanted to support our project. But we're gonna shout it from the rooftops because that's super awesome of them.
Yeah, and there was a few sponsors that we mentioned in the video that never dropped out of the project.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, so just to catch everyone up, we just did make a video that was talking about all the problems we faced and why it's taken so long. Yeah. But if you didn't watch the whole thing, can I please just publicly say that the ending of the video is the important part, because I did not want that video to be a long complaining session. The end of the video is where I am very careful to say, hey, the biggest reason why it's taken so long and why it's cost more and been harder and frustrating and why things have gone wrong is because of my own failures. Yeah, there has been some opportunities where certain people could have definitely had more integrity and been better at doing their job. But at the end of the day, I decided to forego having a contractor because I thought that I would be able to do it myself. As it turns out, that was a very expensive lesson to learn, because what would have made the project go way faster and been way cheaper in the long run was that if I had not still been working full-time and trying to start a farm and doing all of the other things that I have been doing for the last 5 years that took my focus. And those were all choices I made. I chose not to put my full focus on the school for a lot of reasons, but it was me. So like, in case you didn't make it that far in the video, I think that that's probably the most important thing. Like the biggest lesson we've learned is focus. As my grandpa has always said, I will edit it because this is a family channel, is you can only ride a horse with one tushy.
Crazy.
And if you try to ride a horse with, or two horses with one tushy, you're going to be bad at riding it. There's probably a better way to say that. But anyway.
Yeah, thank you. I think that's good context.
Okay, so that's the
I
context.
forget that not everybody's watching every one of our videos.
I never assume that anyone has ever seen a video of ours because I understand that everyone else has busy lives just like we do.
So at the end of the video, we shouted out a few brands that actually stuck through the project and never dropped out. And so I think it's worth just shouting out
Absolutely.
here as you mentioned the other brand.
So we did a liquid vapor barrier, which is Prosecco products and not the wine. They not only provided all the products we needed for the project, they also sent a tech out multiple times to teach us how to use it properly and to help us get set up. And then also, like, because I was having a few issues and like couldn't find the right applicator tools or whatever, he came back and brought me the tools. That was like so far above and beyond, and we are so thankful for Prosecco's involvement in the project. If you're doing any kind of commercial building and you're wanting a vapor barrier that is far superior to anything else on the market, please check it. Totally. They helped us with the building science, all kinds of things. And then also Rock Wool provided us with the insulation, and that, like, they've been so patient and generous. Like, they've spent so much time consulting on the products, very similarly, like helping us figure out what products would serve our needs best, helping us pivot. And, you know, another just hilarious, amazing side note is that they had accidentally sent a significant amount of the wrong product, like having me go through all the trouble of trying to figure out how and paying for shipping it back. They literally like told me to give it to someone who needed it. And so Tyler and Eric were our business partners for the dairy business that we're doing. And our neighbors and like some of our closest friends. They were building a house at the time, and so we were able to give them all the insulation they needed for the house, which has saved them so much money. And like, yeah, that was so awesome. So a huge thank you to Rockwool.
Big time.
Barn Pros, the building that helped me with the design and also gave me a pretty significant discount on the initial building package, and then also has like given me a lot of over-the-phone support and stuff as we've made changes and as we've kind of redesigned the design and those kinds of things. So huge shout out to Barn Pros as well. And yeah, that's it.
Let me catch up on a few supers.
Oh, Total Boat. I do not want to forget about Total Boat, because when I had to like build my own doors, because we weren't able to get the doors, like the garage doors, and we had to redesign the whole building anyway, I had to do a massive scramble to figure out how we were going to close in the front half of the building. And in that, my friend Greg and I had cut down a couple cherry trees together, and my friend Steve Dando flew down from Seattle to help me build the doors for the school. And then Total Boat sent me the spar varnish for like the marine spar varnish to seal the cherry doors, which saved us hundreds of dollars, and I'm so thankful for that. And also it's held up really well. We're actually like 3 years later about to recoat it for the first time, which is again in this, like, considering how often we have torrential downpours like what are going on outside, to have a furniture grade cherry door that's basically out in the elements all the time, sun damage, wind damage, rain damage, all the things, and it has been amply protected by the Total Boat marine spar varnish. So thank you, Total Boat, too.
Big time. Super chats, some thank yous to April Massiero, if I said that name right. $20 super chat.
Thank you, April. That's huge. Thank you so much.
Oh, very, very generous one from Daniel Altieri.
Oh, Daniel, awesome. Thank you.
$500.
What? Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Wow.
That is, I mean, that's like literally a whole window.
That's
Thank you so much. Awesome. Wow.
He also said, I was so eager to contribute to the school effort, I forgot to post a message. I can't wait to take a class. Merry Christmas and all the best for 2025.
We can't wait to have you in class, and we will put a $500 credit towards you taking that class.
Big time.
Thank you so much.
Thank
That's
you so
awesome.
much, Daniel. Very generous. Donna Krieger. Merry Christmas, my friends.
Donna.
XXO. $20 super chat.
Also, Donna sent us a Christmas card and even came to visit, and I will just tell everyone, howdy, get away from my cookies. Those are mine. Get them. Keep them.
I'll bring them over here.
Just, so Donna has been like so generous in her encouragement, especially in a lot of the lower moments of the last couple years. And Donna is one of a handful of people that I have literally used in my like mind's eye, imagining her coming and driving up my driveway and showing up when the school's done to take a class. And she came before the school was even done, and we spent the day together a couple weeks ago, and it was so wonderful to get to spend some time together face to face. And yeah, thanks so much, Donna. You're awesome.
Thank you, Donna. Jonathan Durfee, $20 super chat.
Amazing.
Says,
Thank you.
And in so many of your videos, you wear a dark green hoodie. Who makes that?
Dark green? You might be talking about, actually, hilariously, oh, Howdy's drinking my coffee. Get out of there. Oh!
We don't need coffee. No. We don't need coffee.
Howdy really didn't want me to tell you about the fact that the iconic hoodies I used to wear and sometimes still do wear were actually made by a company called Nakatano that went out of business. And so when Adam still worked in corporate, he worked at Amazon, he found a fulfillment center that was like doing this massive like going out of business sale when Nakatano was going out of business, and he bought me 12 hoodies for $12 each. And I have treasured those things and like preserved them, and I wore them. I like kept the new ones new and wore the ones that were already worn until they legitimately disintegrated, which was a lot.
I think the donkeys have outworn their
The
welcome.
donkeys have outworn their welcome. Howdy, are you done with the box? Wait, Mom, you don't have to leave. Please stay here. Well, we can just shoo them out. Howdy, boy.
Here, let's take this out of the
Side? Oh, yes. Well, here's a secret donkey wrangling tip. Donkeys are terrified of flags and waving things. So if you ever want to get rid of the donkeys in a hurry, you just have to wave a bag and they will. Adam, you have to get out of the way. Oh no! Get out of the way. Ah! Howdy, don't! No! Yes! Stealing my bananas! Get out of here, you fat little lard. Oh my God! He got one. Howdy, go. It's not usually this chaotic, and I thought I had preserved it better. Or I mean, like prepared better for this chaos. Thanks for that, I guess, Howdy. Love you so much. Bye. Could this be more chaotic? Probably, actually, because we ourselves bring... Well, no problem. Mom, pull up a chair.
I did.
Good. Anyway, thanks for bringing these cookies. I'm so excited. Adam, shall we take a breath? A collective breath? We got a cookie?
It was chaos.
I went through earlier and was like, oh, there's nothing the donkeys can get into. I was wrong.
Sheesh. It was really stressful.
I really like the coffee.
I need a second to decompress.
One of Adam and I's favorite, like, we have all these code words, and like sometimes we say like the wrong word because at one point or the wrong word when we were talking about something. And so when we need to decompress, our secret way of communicating that is by saying, I need to decompose for a while. So we'll let Adam decompose while I tell you about Something. Oh, well, I'll tell you what I'm really excited about in 2025. We have, the school, we have a fairly good chance that we will actually be able to finish the school by spring, which is unbelievably exciting. I shouldn't say by spring, by the end of 2025.
There you go. Let's have realistic goals.
Well, I like to have optimistic and realistic goals. Anyway, so that's definitely at least on its way to being, we've done more already in the last 2 months than we've done in the last 2 years combined, so that's cool. We're headed there. We're headed in a good direction with that. Farm-wise, or garden-wise, I should say, we did the big garden expansion earlier this year. We're going to keep doing that. I did a bunch of really interesting experiments with some strawberries and some other propagation stuff that I am super excited to see how they turn out in the spring. I've done a really big deep dive on propagation and mushroom growing and foraging and things, and how that can affect our soil over the last couple years. And so we're going to be diving into sharing a lot more about that stuff, which I'm very excited about. We have specifically, propagation has been something that ever since we had that accidentally viral video of the fruit tree pruning with my friend Daniel, the arborist, we've been really, really working up to a propagation video to follow that, because the most frequently commented thing in response to that video is, you should have used all those branches you cut off to make new fruit trees. And the people that were making those comments were both incorrect and correct. And we actually just made a video where we talk about that a little bit more.
Yeah, so we just made a corrections video.
Yeah.
This is the next video that's coming out.
Yeah.
It's a video about all the misspeaks or misinformation.
No, it's a video about all the times I was wrong in 2024.
Yeah, I appreciate that about you, though, Annie. You're quick to correct yourself, and you're very eager to learn, and it's good. It's a good trait.
Thank you. Yeah, the thing is, learning is such a big, because I have struggled with learning disabilities for so much of my life, I think, and I have also realized, both painfully and, just through repeated experience over and over and over, that failure is often the best teacher, and admitting that you're wrong is a great way to, literally, learning is all about being wrong. And if you're willing to be wrong, you can learn new things. If you're willing to try and fail, what is failure but a learning opportunity?
Carrie Ann Chrysler says, love that, a year blooper reel. I wish it was a real blooper reel. It's more like we said this piece of information wrong and actually
and the internet was quick to correct us.
I wish we had a blooper reel. That would require more organization.
Well, here's the thing. I actually used to have a blooper reel at the end of every one of my videos, because it has been a life goal to end up on America's Funniest Home Videos. That was my favorite show when I was a kid. And honestly, the whole loving failure and learning how to laugh at myself, and probably the way that I made it through a childhood of learning disabilities and being pretty severely bullied and all that, was that I learned how to laugh at myself really young, because my parents modeled that very, very well. My dad and I used to watch America's Funniest Home Videos together, and that was our favorite thing to do together. And anytime that anything funny would happen, I'm extremely clumsy, so I have really bad depth perception, so I run into things all the time, and I spill things and cause accidents and chaos. Literally, you just saw what I thought was a good idea at the time. But my dad taught me how to laugh at myself. And instead of being ashamed or embarrassed, I think that kind of stuff is really, really funny. So this is so random, but I get scared. I get surprised very, very easily. My mom is pretty famous for scaring the living daylights out of me, because she walks very quietly and just is generally very quiet. And I wear sound canceling headphones most of the time because the world is too loud. And so I'll just be sitting, in my office, and my mom will like suddenly appear behind me, and I will scream bloody murder, but then I will immediately start laughing. Adam, when surprised, does not have the reaction of laughter. He has the reaction of karate kicks and anger.
Some people, it's fight or flight. I definitely fight.
What's a word for laughter that starts with F? Funny. It could be funny instead of fight or flight, which it is for me. It's not for Adam, and that's okay.
Annie still watches America's Funniest Home Videos, and it's quite a sight to see. You can hear her laughing from the other end of the house whenever she's watching.
I love AFV. It's very funny. There's our favorite podcast is called the Tony and Ryan podcast, and by the way, this is a family channel, so I do love that channel. I will also tell you there are lots of swears and potentially things that are maybe offensive to people on that podcast. But my favorite part about that podcast is that they do these laugh reaction videos or reaction videos to fail videos. And I was like, the first time I saw that podcast a couple years ago, I was like, how did I miss this being my calling in life?
It's a bunch of two Australians, and they watch like TikTok and Instagram videos and
then laugh about them. But the thing is,
but their laugh
that was my dream job. How did I
infectious laughs.
Yeah, how did I miss it being my job to laugh about funny videos on a podcast? Because Adam thinks it's very funny to watch me watch funny videos.
It's good. Let's talk about 2024. And then let's talk about, we already talked a little bit about looking forward for 2025, but maybe we can hit on some of that stuff.
I just drooled.
2024, I think maybe we could, because everything is centered around videos, maybe we can talk about our favorite video or videos that we both had.
What's your favorite video from 2024?
My favorite video is probably the get rid of pests in the garden, simply because I had so much fun editing that intro and making it into an infomercial. Oh yeah,
one of Adam and I's first bonding experiences in college was watching infomercials. I love infomercials, and so we used to watch infomercials together a lot. And so when we made, I've been trying to get Adam to get on board with doing a blooper reel again, but there's viewer retention reasons why we don't, and lots of other things. But I convinced him in that video that we should make the beginning of that video be an infomercial, and it was so that was great.
That was a fun video. Yeah, most of my videos that I like are either because they were fun editing, or it was just really fun to make or something. How about you?
Ironically, one of the things that I think everyone can be thankful that Adam joined the team at AOAT is because before Adam was involved, I just made whatever video I felt like making that week. And now there's a lot more strategy into the storytelling side of things, and also just the way that we go about, Adam straight up tells me no to a lot of my video ideas all the time. I'm not saying it initially was a little soul crushing, but you all get to reap the benefits of him being a far more discerning chooser of video topics, because all that leads up to me saying that my favorite videos, every year so far, have been our lowest performing video of the year. So I think my favorite video this year was the morning chores in a frozen tundra video, where I was doing my morning chores when it was -8 degrees outside. And a little backstory of that is that we moved to Nashville because I have a circulation disorder, and Adams grew up in Hawaii. Neither one of us does well in actually cold weather. And so we wanted to move somewhere that had warmer weather on a more consistent basis. And Nashville has delivered that in spades, almost too much sometimes in the middle of summer. But last year we had a like a historically record-breaking cold snap, and it was. We have, as Nashville has no infrastructure to deal with cold or snow or anything else. So having grown up in Montana, when it snows here, it's a very, very, very different thing. Like the whole city shuts down because no one knows what to do and everything is frozen solid. There's no snow plows. It's just a disaster. So it was like -8 degrees for 2 weeks straight, something like that. And it was chaos. But anyway, making that video was super funny and fun.
Wait, which video? There's the morning chores video in -8 degrees, and then there's like the cow naming one in -8 degrees. So which one are you talking about?
The morning chores. The one where you pointed out that I made the same Clark Griswold joke like multiple times.
Oh, okay, yes.
Because there was a few really funny things about that to me. First of all, like I tried to sled down the hill on a chaffee bag in that video. And that was an abject failure. I really had a fun time trying to make Lucy, our miniature pig, cranky little adoption situation, constant dieting saga story. Anyway, I was trying to make Lucy's little palace thing a lot more warm and accommodating for her to help her weather the storm. And that was really fun and funny.
I think we actually filled that one twice because the first time it was like so much snow you couldn't even see anything.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a really fun one to make, I think.
That was really fun.
But also you did mention the cow one, which also was another favorite due to and hilariously is our second worst performing video of the year. But that one was really funny because we made a video of me doing specific, cold snap. And while we were doing it, we had asked the internet to help us name our new bull. And so Adam was basically like rapid firing names that people had recommended to me as I was doing chores. And there was like some really funny moments where I had no idea what he was talking about or, that kind of stuff.
That was a fun video.
Yeah, it was really fun. If you want to show either one of those videos some love, just go to my videos and search videos by popularity and start at the bottom.
Yeah. Well, we had fun.
Yeah. And that's half of the journey.
That's right. Okay. So yeah, that was 2024. So now we're looking ahead. Well, really quick, before we move to 2025, let's call out a few super chats. Our friend Rob Rojas from Rojas Carpentry.
Our favorite little fetus. He's growing up so quick.
I don't know if people get that, but
I'll tell you the joke really quickly. No, I'm going to tell it. Rob was 20, he was so young when he first started doing all of this stuff, but he was a young person with a heart of gold who literally showed up on the farm saying, I will help you with anything that you need help with. If you want me to shovel poop, I will. And we took him seriously at his word. And within 5 minutes of his arrival on the farm, I had him helping me catch our bulls to take them to the butcher and also helping me castrate baby goats. So that was a real...
Okay. Yeah, so
that's baby Rob.
Rob says, coffee for both of y'all. Hope to see you two down there soon. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Let's get this school going. Say hi to Moat for me. Mom of all trades.
Mom, Rob says hello.
Hi, Rob.
O'Keefe Lake, very generous. $70 Canadian.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, a Canadian.
Canadian. This is Merry Christmas from Canada.
Canada recently lent us one of their best
Thank you, O'Keefe.
citizens, Dustin Penner Woodworks, who came and helped us build some chairs. But thank you so much for the super chats. We really appreciate that.
Yeah. So let's talk about just making sure I didn't miss any there. Yeah, let's talk about 2025.
So in addition to...
What are you excited about?
The garden expansion project and seeing how a lot of those propagation things went. We have a couple speaking gigs booked that I'm excited about. Obviously, school stuff is very, very exciting. And for me, probably...
Nothing to announce for speaking gigs, though, right now.
Not yet.
Yeah.
for me, the most ongoing exciting thing after the year that we've had is being able to use my hands again and use like having enough energy and good health to be actually back doing things again. I feel like I've done more and felt better in the last 2 or 3 months than I have for over a year. And so actually kind of funny story. I was working on building a set of kitchen chairs as a surprise for Adam, but then he sat in one of them and he mentioned that he didn't like chairs that had arms. And so I decided to finish those chairs, but to start building a whole nother set so that he could have a dining room set of chairs that matches.
I'm excited.
That doesn't have arms. And you're actually sitting in one of them.
I'm excited. It's been a long time coming to have a dining room set in the kitchen, in the dining room.
The cobbler's children have no shoes.
We've been sitting on
folding
chairs and unfinished armchairs. So.
And also to Adam's credit too,
it's been great.
I have a high standard of quality for both myself and any potential furniture items. And so there is also the curse of having been raised poor and also having acquired some skills in that anytime we need anything, my first reaction is, oh, I can make it. Well, I am less successful at I'm very good at finishing projects to 90%, but poor Adam has been sleeping on a mattress on the floor since
we got married
2 houses ago.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because when our bed broke in a Family Channel friendly way, Adam was singing Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus and he Supermaned towards the bed and it absolutely collapsed. And instead of buying a new bed, I said, I'll build another one, and that was 10 years ago.
The lesson is, if your spouse is in woodworking and they say they're going to build you a bed, you should just buy one.
What? No, it's going to be great someday. We've bought 2 mattresses in that span of time.
That's right.
No new beds, but 2 new mattresses. Anyway.
Yeah.
What are you excited about in 2025, Adam?
I'm excited to have dining room chairs, of course. I'm excited to...
Do you want to show off the chair that you're sitting in? It's a model. My friend Glenn Rendell came up with the design of these chairs, and I've only slightly altered it. And this is what they look like, and they're super comfortable. I really like them, and this is one of many.
Pretty cool,
that actually match, believe it or not.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, they're great.
I'm excited. I really do want to at some point start putting music that we made in our own. It's a tight deadline or something that it's always just an afterthought. So that might happen. I might bust out the guitar and then Rick just start playing along with the video and then.
In case you're new here, is that we both play music, and actually that's how we met. We were playing in a Beatles cover band together, and we both play music, although Adam is significantly more accomplished. Went to audio production school and is very good at writing and producing music, and that's actually really always have loved doing together, is writing music and performing music together, and we have been doing a lot more of that. Since we started working together.
It would be probably more for my own enjoyment and less the enjoyment of the audience.
I'm sure that you all would. I mean, literally everything Adam touches turns to gold. So don't let him be too humble because he's very, very, very good. And if anything, I am holding him back.
Nonsense. We make a good team.
We do.
Other things I'm excited about. I am excited. I'd like to start traveling a little bit. And I'd like to maybe make some videos traveling, too.
We have a couple trips planned.
Yeah.
We're hoping to get to Ireland very soon.
I think every video we've made has been on the farm, so I'd love to break that streak.
I want to milk cows in Ireland.
I would love to go to Ireland and have a real Guinness.
I would also really like to go to
a dark pub in the middle of nowhere.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. What a dream.
This is the ultimate, American Anglo fascination.
I also really want to go to Charles Dowding's place and hopefully do some gardening with him.
I think it'd be cool to do like a garden tour. Garden tours of other people's gardens.
Oh, 100%.
I
I
think
love
that'd be
seeing
really
what other
cool.
people do.
Especially if it's like in a foreign country, that'd be really interesting.
Yeah, so if you're joining us from abroad and you want two total weirdos to come visit you, let us know. We would love to do that.
Preferably if you're in Ireland. No, I'm just kidding.
Australia.
Scotland, anywhere in Western Europe. No slight to Eastern Europe, but anywhere.
Why did you point at me? I spent a lot of my young life in Eastern Europe, so.
No, Eastern Europe would be cool.
But we want to go places we haven't been before, and so I would really I've spent so much of my young life in Asia and stuff that obviously we want to go back and stuff, but we want to have some new experiences that are unique, like together, I think.
Yeah, I would love to like see other people's gardens and
Also,
that.
I
That'd be
think,
cool.
I mean, not to do a public call out, but Tom Sands, the guitar maker, has a standing invite for us to go make guitars with him.
That
I
could be
think
cool.
if we're still welcome, we'll have to double check.
Yeah, and yeah, I think that there's a lot.
Those are all good things
There's
to
a
be
lot to
excited
look forward
about.
to in 2025.
Absolutely. Not to just self-promote, but my book is coming out in 2025.
That's right.
So that'll be cool.
Let's talk about Christmas.
Oh, yes.
What did we get? What did we get each other this year?
So Adam and
Since we're having a Christmas,
Yeah,
like a
this
holiday
theme-
theme
this holiday
extravaganza,
theme.
I feel like maybe we should like
talk about the holiday.
recap the holiday.
Adam and I generally don't exchange gifts to one another. We usually try to do some kind of experience, and so to that end, and we each had like a little budget to like buy something for each other, and I got Adam these little craft beer things because he's obsessed with collecting glass right now, and Adam got me this little draw knife, which 10 out of 10 stars for finding a draw knife. They're really hard to find. And it was fairly inexpensive, which was also cool. But the coolest of all cool is that it actually works phenomenally well. And I use this tool a lot, so I'm a pretty picky connoisseur and user. And so I was very excited about this. I've been using this for all the chairs that I've been building for him, and I'm super pumped about it. So that was great. We do also try to do mom of all trades and dad of some trades are visiting for the holidays, and I got mom a Mennonite marbles game, which our Mennonite friends had introduced us to that game when they were visiting, and it's super, super fun.
Super fun.
A funny side note about that game is that we had only ever heard of it as Mennonite marbles, and my dad, as we were we gave my mom the game, and we were like, Dad, we'll come play and we'll teach you. And he sits down and he's like, oh, my dad used to make this game. It's called Aggravation. And it was super funny because it was actually really hard to find Mennonite marbles online to buy for my mom. Sure enough, as soon as I search Aggravation, Walmart has one, Amazon has one, whatever. Ours is handmade and great, and we've been playing it as a family, and that's been really fun.
Yeah. And what else did we do? Yeah.
So, I'm not very good at buying things for myself. Growing up without a lot of money and stuff, I tend to be like, oh, I could make it myself, or we could find a cheaper way to do that, or whatever else. But my friend, who is shockingly similar to me in a lot of our sensory uniquenesses, I guess whatever you want to call them. She told me about this thing called a Ninja Creamy, and we purchased a Ninja Creamy as the family gift this year, and
They're pretty cool.
we are obsessed. This is also not sponsored, but for those who also prefer eating cold, smooth things, the sensory treat that is the Ninja Creamy is 10 stars. I actually was so excited about it. Well, like I've basically only been eating things that are made in the Ninja Creamy for the last month. And
it's really cool.
It is really, really cool. I
think people are making fun of you because you called the fro a draw knife.
Oh, I did? Well,
Yeah.
welcome to dyslexia. I say actually that is like, so we just finished filming today and it'll be our next video out. This video where I'm correcting all the things that I said wrong this year, or that some of the things were just like, I had thought this was true and it wasn't true, and people pointed it out and I did research and was like, oh, they're right, I was wrong. But one of the funny things about the way my brain works is that I word replace completely unknowingly all the time. And I have no awareness that I'm doing it. Actually, I think that's how the decomposing instead of decompressing thing started. But anyway, yeah, I word replace all the time, completely unknowingly, and well, you just caught me doing it. That is a fro, not a draw knife.
We also decorated the house this year, which more than usual, probably. Well, probably about the same, but. There was some.
I really think that we need to give Mom of all trades a lot more credit than.
Okay, so the collective we.
The collective we, mostly my mom
house.
And dad.
But there was some discussion about this enormous spinning wheel that you brought up, and I just thought it was maybe worth discussing.
We're going to talk about our fights publicly? Okay, well.
Maybe I'll get some public support.
I doubt it. Okay, so I mentioned a few times already that Adam and I don't have a ton of things in common beyond music, but we're always looking for things that we do have in common beyond music. But one of the side effects of that is that sometimes it's really hard to find ways to meaningfully spend time together, because I am an introvert and I really like being outside and I like doing physical activity outside or in the shop, and Adam likes doing things inside and up at the house a lot more. And the problem with that is that I don't love are you going to make sure my goat's not having babies? I was about to ask you that because there's a goat that's screaming in there, and we're waiting for one specific goat to have babies, and so
that could be
thank God Mom's here. That could be a first. We could have a goat baby live stream.
Yeah.
We'll find out in a second.
Then we'll know.
Well, actually, she'll probably come in and tell me it's time to go in there, and then you get to take over the live stream and figure out how to bring it into the goat barn. Anyway.
Just pick up the whole thing.
The goat or the computer?
The computer.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it'd be much more convenient if you could bring the goat here.
Unlikely. Anyway, so Adam had said, hey, why don't you bring one of your crafts up to the house, and then in the evenings, we can do, you can do your little craft while I play GeoGuessr or while we watch a TV show or something like that. So I got a great wheel, which is a large spinning wheel.
This thing is huge. It's the size of a smart car.
Call it what you want to call it. I got a great wheel to put up at the house, and it's the one thing that is mine up at the house. And I got it, and I was so excited. My friend Kate helped me restore it. The Modern Day Settler, she does all kinds of fiber arts, and it's really awesome. Check her out on Instagram. But anyway, Kate helped me restore this great wheel, and I was using it to spin fiber, alpaca fiber. And Adam has literally done nothing but complain about this thing and all of the space that it takes up since I brought it up there.
It's taking up half of the room.
So anyway,
It's a living room. We can't live in there if we can't fit in there.
Fine. Anyway, it's fine. We found a compromise, which doesn't feel like very much of a compromise to me, but it's okay. I decided to finish restoring one of the antique spinning wheels, which is much smaller that I have. So I'm working on doing that so that I can take that up to the house. And it is, in fact, much smaller. And so anyway, we've had alpacas for a really long time. when we lived in Washington and we didn't have 30 acres and I wasn't trying to build a school and work full time and write a book and all those other things, I was much more interested in things like knitting. But like when I do go up to the house, I am often very, very tired and I don't have a ton of, like, I don't want to sit still because that's still not fun for me. And I want to have something I'm excited about doing, and I want something that's a little different than what I do down here. So being like, you know, using fiber and playing with fiber and that stuff is something that is actually
I mean,
exciting.
I mostly kid. I think it is cool. I like having you have hobbies up there. I think it's good.
Yeah. And also, to be clear, the Great Wheel is actually still up at the house. It's just in a much less
It's just a different room.
It's in a different room, and it's like much less convenient. / I probably will never use it up there. So when so that's further motivation for me to finish the school, so that I have a place where it fits, because it certainly doesn't fit in the office.
Also, like anytime kids came over, they would go. Whing,
they wanted to play with it, and
they would keep spinning the thing as fast as they can, and it was like falling apart every single time.
Yes, well, there was that too. Yeah, anyway, all that to say.
Exactly. A few super chats, just want to call out.
Oh, thank you.
Rick Pie.
Rick.
$20 super chat.
Thank you so much. That was so kind of you.
Very nice of you.
I love seeing familiar names in the chats. Like some of you folks have been around for a really, really long time, and that means so much to me because our time is so precious. I mean, this is what my book is about. Time is so precious, and it is never lost on me, like that any of you would share your one non-renewable resource and invite us into your homes and
Here.
let us be weird and wonderful and share some of that joy with us. So thank you so much for being here at all. For those of you who stuck around, man, you are champions.
Here. Master Evil Genius, I think parentheses, Austin Green, $50 super.
Oh, wait, Austin, I have been meaning to text you for like weeks. I have a Milwaukee drill that the chuck is locked, it's stuck and completely broken and unusable as a result. And I've been meaning to send you a message on Instagram asking you if you have some fix for that. I'm very disappointed in this. This is not a sponsored moment. I paid full price for this, and it immediately, it's like brand new, and it immediately locked up and is impossible to open. I've tried like lots of things, but Austin knows how to fix everything. He knows how to fix airplanes. Like he comes up with ways to make like play sets and all kinds of like. Austin is this like one of the smartest and craftiest and cleverest people I've ever known. So Austin, this is my moment to be reminded that I was supposed to send you a message and ask you about that drill. So if you have a fix, either let me know in the comments, or this is now my reminder to send you a message and actually talk to you about this.
There you go. So Austin's
Thank you so much.
$50 super chat, super generous. Thank you, Austin. Merry Christmas, Anne and Adam. Pretty behind on the garden, but looking towards 2025. Has there been anything you've planted with unexpected success? Anything that you would never plant again? P.S. Are those earmuffs noise canceling?
Actually, the best thing about these earmuffs is that we have sometimes, I am a massive introvert, which is often surprising to people that don't know me in person, because on screen I have full control and I can be fully myself and you know, whatever in front of people, and so people I think that means that I'm an extrovert. But what's funny is that though Adam is much quieter than me, he is the extrovert and the people person, and I am the introvert. All that to say that we've had a lot of people visiting recently, which I love. Relationships with humans is the best gift we can have in this life, and it's a huge priority for us. It's how we organize our lives. All that to say, though, it still is often very overwhelming for me to have people around. So the best thing about these earmuffs is that I can secretly wear my AirPods and listen.
Oh, you just connected.
Oops, did I just... Is everything still okay?
I don't know. I think so.
Oh. Hopefully it is.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I can secretly listen to Adventures in Odyssey, which is a children's Christian radio show that I listened to as a kid and is like very, very comforting to me. But like when I get overwhelmed and it's just too much, I can listen to Adventures in Odyssey in secret beneath these earmuffs. And yes, in answer to your question, they are a little bit sound canceling, but more importantly, they are sound canceling headphone obstructing. So, when I've had a little bit too much of my dad vacuuming at 6 a.m. inexplicably for like the 20th time already that morning, I can just put in a little peace and quiet and decompose.
So, is there anything you've planted with unexpected success?
Oh, yes.
And anything that you would never plant again?
Unexpected success. Oh, yeah. I planted peaches and and a 100 other fruit trees, but this one peach tree grew 10 times faster than all of the other trees combined of peaches. That doesn't even make sense from a gardening perspective because these were literally like little sticks in the ground, not like fully ready trees or anything like that. So that peach tree has been like phenomenally successful, which I could not possibly be more pleased about. Peaches are one of my favorite foods in the world because they are smooth on the inside, and I love smooth foods.
Just like smooth foods.
Something that I will never plant again. Chard. That's not even true though. We have an ongoing joke about chard on our channel. It grows really easily and prolifically and tastes like garbage. But it does make you look like a pretty successful gardener without a lot of effort. And if even the pests hate it, that should say something. But it doesn't seem to, because we made this silly reel that went viral about how much I hated chard, and a lot of people were really mad about it. So
I mean, we get like a comment like every other day.
Oh, more than that. Like our held for review section in our YouTube comments is half people that are like, "You're an effing idiot because you don't like chard. All you have to do is cook it in bacon grease."
People have very strong feelings about some of these.
Yeah.
These plants.
It's true.
Happy birthday to Carson from Rips Ranch.
Yeah, Carson. If you watched our asking.
What's wrong with my farm?
Thank you. What's wrong with our farm? One of my favorite videos of all time that we've ever made, and
And how to fix your soil the lazy way.
Yes, Anyway, Carson is so awesome. He came and made those videos with us. We absolutely love him. He's Rips Ranch on YouTube as well, and he does regenerative agriculture, cow stuff. He's a 6th generation farmer, smartest farmer we know. He's helped us so much. He and I text almost on the daily about what we're reading, what we're thinking about, what we're learning about the farm, and every question that I have about literally everything from animal rearing to pasture fixing and tool usage.
And
He's coming back this
He should
spring.
be back this year. So there's another thing to look forward to
Actually,
for
that's
2025.
probably one of the things I'm most excited about. Carson and I have been scheming about this massive overhaul in our cow pasture that is going to be a major game changer. I cannot wait to have him back. And Carson also works at Redmond Minerals, one of our sponsors, and also one of our favorite brands, from human health to animal health to land and soil health. And anyway, we love Carson so much. And happy birthday. It's his birthday. He didn't tell us to say that. We just love him and want to say hi.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Carson.
Happy birthday.
What else do we have?
We could probably do some Q&A.
Oh, yeah. Did you have some collected questions?
I haven't collected them, but I can look
let
through
me
it
just,
really
while
quick.
you're looking, I will just give another huge thank you. Life and Redmond Agriculture for sponsoring this channel and for providing us with all kinds of healthy treats for humans, like this Relight. This is a hydration product with only good stuff in it. This is the kids version because I am a child, and it's very delicious. And it's like, though nothing in Redmond is ever bad, this is extra good for kids formulated. I am currently drinking it, also always drinking it. I have not been dehydrated since I discovered that Redmond also makes human products. So that's very exciting. And also a massive thank you to Duluth as well. We are going to be giving away gift cards for both Redmond Minerals and also Duluth.
Trading.
Based on the comment section, Adam will be picking people at random shortly.
Yes. Real talk. The best way you can support this channel is support those brands and tell them that we sent you.
Yeah, it is.
They're a great sponsor with us.
They are. This
Don't
choking
die.
has nothing to do with anything.
Don't choke. I can't do this podcast alone.
You might have to. It got really quiet in the barn.
Do we have like baby goats aboard?
I'm just gonna check my baby camera really quick. Yeah, we do not. We are so careful about the brands that we work with because, like, I'm not gonna lie to anyone about using a product or like
quite picky,
shilling
actually.
a product that I don't fully stand behind. That's just not the way we do things because, I mean, yeah, like the people that have stuck around through thick and thin, and like lots of changes and all kinds of just like rough moments in our lives that we've shared publicly. And
Do you want some water?
I'm drinking water. The
Oh,
problem
yeah.
is it went down the wrong tube.
Okay.
I'm literally totally fine. Anyway, we like picking Duluth and Redmond and knowing that, like, well, and having them pick us back. We're constantly surprised, but also very, very humbled and thankful because we absolutely companies and know like the executives at both companies. And like, I mean, literally, I got to go on a fishing trip in Alaska with the executives at Redmond's this summer, and I couldn't, like, these are the kinds of people that I would choose to hang out with regardless, or and feel lucky to be able to hang out with. Like,
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, we get a lot of questions like, how could we support with the school project, or how could we support what you're doing? I think that's a very practical way, like you guys can help, is give the sponsors some love and tell them who sent you.
Mom must have gone back up to the house.
Oh, so Annie's looking at the barn cam.
Yeah.
And you don't see anything?
Well, I don't see my mom.
She's right here.
Oh, hi. Here you are. Yeah, so no babies, I take it? No. Oh, they were apparently just hungry. Yeah, what a ruckus. Anyway, we have barn cameras, which I absolutely love, so it's how I constantly stay up to date on what's going on.
You have a good barn camera hack, actually. A way to do it really cheap.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can always come to me for the cheapest and best option of things.
It's a good option.
Yeah, so a long time ago, you know, a lot of my friends and stuff were using Simply Safe or Nest cams, and like all of those require a monthly subscription or whatever. But I found these cameras that are made in Redmond, Washington, our old hometown, and they're called Wise, and they're like between $19 and $30 per camera. They might have more expensive ones, but I literally get the cheap box ones that are like very, very inexpensive.
They're like this big. They're tiny.
Yeah, but they do HD quality video that streams over Wi-Fi. You can put SD cards in them so that they record for longer than 24 hours.
You can get like you can get almost like a week worth of recordings if you put an
SD card in. But even without the SD card, you can literally get like 24 hours that just consistently records on the cameras. And half of our very funny barn moments, like the time that Jeffrey broke into the barn, the time I was attacked by Jeffrey, the other time that Jeffrey got in the barn, like a lot of barn humor has come to the channel via me having some ridiculous thing happen in the barn and then realizing after the fact, thank goodness we have that on camera because the Wise cameras got it. But yeah, you can access them anywhere. In fact, one of my favorite creepy things to do is to log into my friend Kate, the Modern Day Settlers barn cameras, and to talk to her while she's doing chores. You can't, just to be clear, people who are worried about privacy stuff, like that does not happen like without you getting their login and password, which she gave me literally for that reason.
So definitely not sponsored.
Yeah, not at all.
But if you're looking for like a super cheap way to like set up a barn camera, it's pretty good. And if they get like messed up from like weather or something, it's $20.
Dolly Parton, our goat that was possessed by Satan that now lives at our friend's house, had like tried to eat 3 different Wise cameras, and aside from having to replace the USB cord, they all survived and are still in use.
True story.
So, yeah. Anyway, we like those, and Adam likes them especially because during baby goat season, I literally used to sleep on a cot on the floor in the barn all season long.
It's true.
And now I can watch them on the baby cams up at the house, and so I actually sometimes sleep at the house during baby season, and he appreciates that.
Yeah, and like Annie said, we now, because of the cameras, have our favorite video, which is Jeffrey literally like...
Actually, it's Adam's favorite video, and you can read into this.
Annie's ICL.
I am nearly crippled because of Jeffrey, and I was just saying, you can read whatever you want into this, but Adam's favorite video is watching me get absolutely annihilated by Jeffrey.
It's like halfway through the Please Don't Get a Goat video if you want to see it.
Yeah, it's quite funny.
Pretty funny.
And, we should submit that one. We should submit that one to America's Funniest Home Videos. It's worth a shot.
There you go. Annie's lifelong dream, and she told me this since we met.
Like when I was 15, I think was probably one of the first things I told him.
To get on America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's like an achievement you need to unlock somehow.
You're the controller of all the things technology. You have the access to the footage. You have the access to the internet.
Maybe we'll do it.
You might be able to make it happen.
Or maybe somebody will submit on your behalf.
Oh, yeah. Let's put yes. Hey, you want to give me the best gift you've ever given? If you ever found any of my old bloopers or any moments in any videos that you think are worthy of AFV's very undiscerning taste, please submit it on our behalf.
I can just imagine you now.
I will send you a Redmond and Duluth gift card if you get me on America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah, I can see you now in the studio, like waiting for like who's gonna be announced for the winner. There'll be like a split screen, and you'll be sitting there with your earmuffs, like all excited. I can see it. I can visualize it.
The thought of it is so exciting. I'm really into that. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, team, get on it. Oh, speaking of which, do you want to pick some gift card recipients? Or should we carry out the suspense? I mean, we've been doing this for almost an hour and a half, so we should respect people's time.
What's the best way to do this?
Randomly?
I feel like if they watch the whole thing, they deserve a gift card, but I don't know.
Just like scroll the things and then like stop at one. You're not allowed to read them though, because that would be like,
No, but how do we know they're still here? There's some logistic problems here.
No, there's not, because we are going to announce their name, and if they're not here, if they're here, they're going to let us know, and if they're not here, then we're going to say Bueller. I bet we could figure out a better way to do this in the future, but for right now, this is the way.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see.
So here's the rules. Adam's going to call out your name. And if you're still here, then let us know. And then if you're comfortable sharing your email address in the chat, feel free to do that. That's very efficient. However, if you're not comfortable doing that, which is totally fine if you're not, send us an email at marketing@annofalltrades.com. That's Ann with an E, of all trades, redmond.com. Send us your email address, and we will send you a gift card. We have 2 Redmond gift cards to give away and 2 Duluth gift cards to give away. So pick away, young sir.
Okay. How about... Probably should have come up with a better way to do this.
Should I play a song or something while we're waiting so that it's... Or Mom, do you want to come?
Okay, how about
great.
Eleanor Dyer says she would love to get some cozy Duluth.
Great.
So
Eleanor,
chime in if you're still here. If not,
that's
find somebody
well,
else.
Bueller. But Eleanor, if you are still here, or you're catching this on the replay, I'm pretty sure we can still honor it.
Teresa McCoy would love some purple overalls. Teresa
McCoy, send us an email. Either drop your email in the chat, but if you want to keep that private,
probably don't do that.
if you want to keep it private, email us marketing at annaofalltrades.com. Marketing at annaofalltrades.com. We will send you the information to get your gift card.
There we go.
And we need 2 more still for the Redmond stuff. So you could probably do that by going like this. Who's this?
But then I'll have to... You just want to randomly comment?
Yep.
Why not? Oh, how about this one? Brian Prusa.
Okay.
Brian Prusa, marketing at annaofalltrades.com. We will get you a gift card for Redmond. And you don't have to buy the kids' relight that I was talking about. You can get whatever you want. But there's tons of stuff, both for human and animal.
Leslie Landis would love to try Redmond Hydration.
Leslie Landis. Hey, Leslie, how's it going? Send me an email, marketing at annaofalltrades.com, and we will get you those. Thank you so much. And a huge thank you to Duluth and to Redmond for making these live streams possible.
Oh, Teresa's still here.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, great. We will just get the emails, and that'll be great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anything else that is on your heart before we bid everyone adieu for the holiday season?
And also Christine Morgan loves Redmond Minerals. So Christine, if you're still
Okay,
here.
Christine Morgan, send me an email, marketing at annaofalltrades.com, and we will get you a gift card.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Adam, for making all of the technologies happen. Your light that has blinded me and made you look like Edward from
Yeah, it makes me very
Twilight
white.
has illuminated the whole situation. Mom, thank you for the cookies that fueled the live stream. Thank you for making my goat stop screaming. Thanks for fielding the donkeys in a rainstorm. Can we just get a round of applause for Mom of All Trades? She's a hero. We love her so much. Thank you all so much for being with us. Happiest of happy holidays for you. And if we have any other friends who like to leave their Christmas trees up till March, say hey-o as we say goodbye-o. Happy holidays, friends. Thanks so much. We love you all. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Cheers.
Cool.